Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
There you go.
All right.
She's cooking now.
She is cooking.
She cooking now. Trying to get my damn stand to squeeze this damn phone. Like I said, that's what she gonna get. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more.
You ain't lying. You keep on fucking around here. They been hit the floor.
Hey, yeah, then that's gonna be all she wrote.
That's it.
Yeah, it was a gift. But fuck it, I don't want to buy one. I don't want to buy one.
One of them phone handstands you thought you had invented, huh?
No, this is an actual tripod.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an actual tripod, man. Yeah. It just, that one phone, the motherfucker so awkwardly shaped, it don't hug it right. You gotta get it just right. Any other phone you stick in there to grab that bitch like some tight pussy and you ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
this right here, you go to slip and slide and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of fat. It's fat on one end, then it's slim the other way, open up and shit, so it don't quite grab it right.
Like a weird shaped penis.
Well, I guess, brother, whatever you want to call it, man. Shit. I wasn't going that goddamn fuck, but okay.
Unorthodox.
Yeah, it just, it's a weird shaped phone, man. So I thought about doing the shit from doing it from the iPhone and shit, but that's my porn phone. Hell, I don't want to use all my data. Okay?
You ain't lying.
The shit, once you get to like 25, 22 gigs and shit, it go to slowing down on you. I don't need nothing else dragging it down here.
I don't think it's nothing worse than catching a buffer when you about to buffer.
Have mercy, boy.
And you try to hold off until that buffer stop, and you can't hold off because you ain't got that. And you
can't hold. It feel like you done wasted it.
Wasted it.
Because when that motherfucker go to slob and the dribble, it's ready to spit like and shit. Hey, you can't fuck with it, man.
He looking like.
Yeah. And then that shit come out like got goddamn sad ass tears and shit. You like, man, I wasted this goddamn nut. Fucking with this internet. What am I doing this shit for?
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. It's gonna always buffer on the stupidest part, not sexy part.
No, hey, that motherfucker start buffering when the goddamn camera pan to the dude face. Like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't want to see this.
Hell no. That's why I say, hey man, I don't need no buffering. Shit. I wish that motherfucker, like, if it's gonna slow down and start buffering, do it on the titties or something. Like, shit, don't show me nothing else. But the shit'll be where they just got a picture of feet or some shit. What the fuck is this shit? I see no goddamn feet, man.
Hell no, I'm not no foot fetish. I don't have fetishes.
I probably got some, but feet ain't one of them. Man, I don't know, man. I done ran across a couple people in my life be like putting their feet on you and shit, or trying to put their feet on your dick and shit. I don't know. That shit nasty, man.
What's the official definition of a fetish?
I guess they would say something that's kind of unorthodox and perverted. That's what they say, I guess. But you can say people have a fetish for sex, but people use fetish for like weird shit now, like you want motherfuckers to like fuck with their feet and shit, or weird shit. You like motherfuckers spitting in your mouth and shit like that, and I guess that to me that's what it is. But straight up and down shit, fucking, I ain't no fetish with that. You just like fuck, But when you start bringing in, candle wax and shit like that, don't be burning me and shit. Now,
I'm not a pain guy.
No, don't be hurting me. Because you have a bitch fucking around and fuck up the mood. You going ham and she fucking around and slap you on your ass. But hey, goddamn it!
When I tell you it's over, it's over. I don't want to do nothing else.
No, slapping on me. What's wrong with you? I slap you. You don't slap me.
Shit, put my damn drawers back on here and put my pants and everything back on.
That's it. And I'm finna go eat, and I want you to go with me.
Shit.
I got mad at motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that kind of shit right there. Goddamn, yeah, motherfucker shit. Slap you on the ass, and then they hit you hard. Like, hey, like shit, you get that arch in your back. Hey, what you doing?
Feel like some hot shower water on your back.
Hey, right. Yeah, that's the best analogy ever.
That shit will wake you up.
Wake you the fuck up, man. Like, goddamn. But hey, man, shit, while we're talking, man, Trench man want to talk about the Kanye shit. He wasn't able to get on with it.
Well, he had a couple of busy nights. There's a lot of shit going on right now.
I believe.
I'll let him tell you that story. But yeah, man, he wanted to chop it up about the Kanye situation. Actually, me and him ain't chopped it up yet either, so I don't know what his perspective was. So I can't even speak on it for him.
Bet we'll wait him out.
Yeah, we'll wait him out. But see, it's gonna be old by then. But yeah, it's still news.
Some will come up. Some will come up. That crazy motherfucker do something else.
People call him crazy, man. Don't get me wrong. People call him crazy, and I think what do I want to say? His approach. I think his approach is what makes him seem crazy. Now, the whole Donald Trump thing and all that shit is fucked up. I don't like that. But America was supposed to be made where Republicans and Democrats is something you would join or vote for. Now, I would never vote Republican, like just because. And I don't even think Democrats do shit for my broadcast anyway. I don't think none of it really affects me. But just because I'm a nigga, just because I'm a nigga, I'ma always say I'm a Democrat. Just like a crip gonna be blue and a blood gonna be red. That's just how it go down.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And that's just how it go down. But you know, when you see it really when you see a black Republican, they got a little change.
They have an agenda.
Yeah, and they got an agenda and they got paper.
Their agenda is
I do
money.
know. Yeah, I know a few black folks that's Republicans, but they got a little money. Because the Republicans, they all for the rich, fuck the poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, they are not.
Yeah.
There are no broke black Republicans. And if it is, I would like to hear from them.
I want to hear it too. And why? But I mean, but really though, if you really think about it, Troy, man, you know, that time we did the show with Charles, that politics shit, I ain't got enough money for it to matter to. Honestly.
I mean,
I really ain't got enough money for it. That should have never get to me.
Now, that is how people want you to view it. That's how people want us to view it, because if enough of us blacks say that, then they'll be able to just run amok, because we need to band together to vote on, even if we're not voting for us, we need to be voting against the other team just to try to win, because sometimes it ain't affecting us, but the way we're losing and the loss that we could possibly take, I think is worse.
Man, I really don't know, man, because we done had our black president, you know, we done had all that, man, and shit didn't really change, you know, on the common man level. Not really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen a difference in any year in my life. I've never been high enough. I've never been involved enough into life, I guess, to know what's going on. Like I don't see the difference in the economy. It all seems the same to me. Now gas goes up, gas goes down. Right now, food is extremely fucking high. Like I drink a lot of hibiscus raw Egyptian tea. I like honey in it. Honey used to be like shit, $3, $4. Man, that shit down and knock it on $11, $12 now, man, for the same size honey.
I agree with you on that, but think about this though, bro. Do it matter if the other guy got in? Would it still change? Would it? Yeah. You know? Because I mean, really, at the end of the day, president really don't make no fucking decision.
No, he don't make decisions.
He don't make no decisions. So it really don't matter.
He's a representative. He's really just a representative.
He's the face of whatever fucking decision is made. That's all.
But it's crazy that he makes no decisions. But that one major decision that can be made is all on him. That one motherfucking decision that can just really just disrupt his world. He got that power. Like he got the red button power.
Man, they still motherfucking Johnson chief and shit like that. So if it don't make no sense, if that motherfucker be like, fuck it, we finna go to war today. Some of I know you feel like that. We can't do that. No matter how ignorant, you know, Donald Trump was. And he seemed like the motherfucker, like, I'm gonna take it to their ass today. Somebody looked like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
So is he the third person in a room of three? The vote breaker? Is he the vote breaker?
Man, he really can be the tiebreaker, but you got some people up there that got more power than him.
So let me ask you this. If he is by chance the tiebreaker, does his decision on the tiebreak, is it final? Can someone still say no?
I think it's people, well, we'll just say for the sake of talking about how motherfuckers be talking about going to fuck with North Korea and shit. You can have president that we gonna bomb their ass, You got 7, 8 people, we'll just say it's 9 people, 10 people done voted. Okay. And it's fucking 5-5, and he the last one. And he say, fuck it, bomb them. They still gonna be like, because Because them motherfuckers there, you shoot them with something, it's gonna be bad for everybody.
So not the fear monger part of it. I mean, if he's that person, if it's 5-5 and he comes in, he's the president walks into the room at the 11th person. Is his duty to break the tie, or can he still be overturned himself?
He can probably still be overturned, man. He can probably still be overturned. Because I mean, some of that shit in the movies, some of that shit is realer than what you think. You know, where they have a movie about the president finna make a decision to let's just go ahead and do this. But then you had that one general that's up there, and he be like, no, this ain't the time. No matter what the fucking president think, you ain't gonna do it. Mm-mm. He does have a hand on the red button, but it's two keys. It ain't just.
I know the two key thing, and that's not for the red button though. The two key thing is for the actual. I think
that's for the nuke
when they want to send the nukes off, and the key and the locks are like a certain amount of feet apart, where you can't same person can't open or can't twist.
Can't do it because you gotta have two, and I believe it's a third one because somebody might go rogue. You gotta have a third party with a level head to be like, ain't no fucking way we doing this shit.
I don't know if I could do that life, Tim, because I know the president got somebody watching somebody. He got somebody watching the person. He got them watching.
And then they got somebody watching him.
That person.
Right. It's called checks and balances. It's always that way. Can't no one motherfucker make a decision. It's somebody watching you. It's just like your boss got a boss. His boss got a boss. And then when you get to the top, the big dog ain't the big dog because now it's a board. You know what I'm saying?
It's a board over him.
It's a board over him. And now to get to the board with the voting and shit, and them motherfuckers, so many people on the board, you know, man, your boss got a boss, your boss got a boss, and your boss got a boss. Man, ain't nobody just.
The board is over each other.
And the board over each other. Because the board is the motherfuckers that I got my money in this shit. These are motherfuckers with the real money, the board. And they ain't finna do nothing to fuck that up. Nothing. I don't give a damn what the CEO said. He still got to answer that board. And then if you come out with some bullshit answers, you out. We'll stick somebody else in there.
So it's crazy because you can get so big, you can get bigger than yourself. You can get too big to where you have to have a board. And once you get the board, you pretty much written your company off.
Yeah, they're just like you think about these damn millionaires who own these companies. It might be some, but it ain't many very big Fortune 500 companies that just ran by one person making all the decisions. It's a board. Because you can't, and I don't know what the word they call that shit is, but yeah, you can get so big to where you just can't own all that by yourself. You just can't. Because you can't.
America won't even let you.
No, yeah. America won't let you. Because you can't have one man just running everything because he can fuck everything up for a lot of people. So you got to have more people above them to really, you know, and the board, they're not like-minded people. Everybody think different.
Everybody do. That's the whole point of the board.
That's the whole point of the board. I can't have a board full of me and yous. You got to have some other, you know what I'm saying? I can't have that.
Yeah. It's so crazy that your life ain't shit until you start making money. Then you can make a little bit. Then you can get to a point where you make a little bit too much money. You get too important to people, and they take your life right back over.
Yeah,
you ain't shit when you're broke. That's crazy.
You really not. Everybody answers to somebody. Everybody. It ain't no such thing as I ain't got to answer nobody. Now you got some people like that, but when you start talking about real power, they got to answer to somebody. It's somebody above them. Now, you know, you get your small businesses where, you know, you do have one person that really make all the decisions, but we ain't talking about no, you know, over $250 million worth of industry going on and one man control all that. No. It's a board. Because really to acquire a whole lot of shit like that, you didn't do it by yourself. You know, like when you get people to come together to chip in and buy a team, shit, it's a board. Now, if you want to be the figurehead, where you the one standing out front and doing X, Y, and Z, okay, we'll make you the figurehead, but you really ain't making no real decision right now. You really not. You not. Because you might do something fly off the handle and we all be home.
Everybody.
You fuck around and tank it, you know? Because then you got to have a motherfucker watching you to make sure you keeping payroll right. Make sure you ain't stealing yourself, you know? Hey, man, it's a whole lot of shit, man. You know? Sometimes, you know, people like, I want to be the head one. I want to be, nigga, you really don't, because you got a lot of shit on your shoulder. You won't even sleep at night, all that shit on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You won't sleep at night. You be in that, like most of them motherfuckers, man, they had heart attacks and everything. Yeah, too much on you. Especially if you got over, you know, 100,000, 200,000 people working for you, under you. We can't have one man running that.
Yeah. But when do you get ousted? Like, when do you get pushed out of your own home? When do you proverbially get placed in a too rich, what you call that shit? The old folks home. You know how you put your parents in the old folks home after a while when they get too old, stay in their own house. It's their house.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because that's the best analogy ever. They do it when you start making bad decisions. Because you think about it, most people start, you have your grandmother. She didn't raise everybody. But once she get a certain age and things like that, what happened? Her kids or one of them they slowly start taking over a little bit. Because her decisions ain't like they used to be. Because, grandmama used to do it like this, do it like that. Now she getting older. They like, okay. Somebody step up. It might be one, might be two, maybe three. Or step up and like, look, this the way it's going. I mean, even in my family, it ain't about no money shit, but like how we handle holidays and stuff. The way my grandmother do it. Well, the way she did it. She passed away, but even before she passed away, people slowly started taking it over. Because, she getting on up in age. And some of the stuff some of the decisions she would make back in the day, she ain't making a decision no more. So, okay, now we gonna let you think you still got all the power. Everybody do what you say, but it's really somebody up under you we really listening to.
Yeah, really.
That's somebody up under you we really listen to. We listen to you. We what you got to say, but we ain't gonna move unless blah 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 say so.
But when do you stop reserving the right as a human being to die in your own house if you want to? Like we as humans, as America, I don't even say America. This happens all over the world. But after a while, you've lived your whole life, and people say you go back to a kid, but that's literal because you go back to a point where someone else starts making decisions for you. Now, you've lived your whole life. Granted, you got to 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever the case was. You can't even die in your own house. Now, I'm going to tell you why I understand that, though. I guess I didn't answer my own question. If you fall, if something happens, they're going to call me. They're going to call someone to come see about you. So when you want to die in your own house, I live in another goddamn state. You can't just die in your house because that's not the goddamn way of America, I guess.
That's not the way that whoever they calling might not want it that way. But then whoever they calling might say, yeah, we're going to go and put grandma on the home. But you still let's just say you got a family with 5 siblings. You might have one sibling like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put her in the home. You know what I'm saying? She just ain't doing good. Them other folks like, hell no. She ain't going to the home. She going to stay at her house. You can't take her because, it's like that you have a board. That woman can't go to the nursing home unless everybody signed off on that shit.
But is that not shitty that she has to wait on the board, which is her kids or her whatever's, to make the decision for her? When do you reserve the right to run your own fucking company?
If the only way you can reserve the right to do that, you got to be in your right mind and don't let nobody have power of attorney over you. Don't give nobody that. Because once you start doing power of attorney shit, you a child. Whatever they want you to do, you gonna do. It ain't nothing you can say about it.
But I mean, even the law can go past that shit. It's a such thing called wellness checks. If somebody send the police to your house to do a wellness check, they're gonna fucking come in.
Yeah, you can come in all you want. All I gotta do is make it look good. That's all I gotta do. I just gotta do the basics.
But what if you can't though? What if me, Troy Newsom, gets to the point where I really ain't doing good, where I can't go no further? But I don't want to die in no home. Or I've paid my own house, my own way, my whole life, and I've been through my whole life like everybody else. What if I just want to die at my house? What if I just want to live it out?
Well, let me tell you something. Then you need to have one of your children to be like, that's what he wants. So then, now this come back into play too. If you got the child that see it the way you see it, look, this the way daddy want to go. He don't want to go no home. Then you let that person over your business. So the other kid be like, he need to go to a home. She can be like, no, I'm respecting his wishes. That's what he want to do. He want to stay in that house. But by that one that you giving the power to, she got to make sure that you straight. You can't be in that house. They come over there and they smell like piss and shit now.
But that's what I'm saying. If I don't pay my shit, why I just can't old folks wild out? Why I can't just go out like I want to go out? Do you not deserve the right as an individual, human, breathing person on this earth to go out like you want to?
Only way you can do it, you can't have no kids. And if you do have some kids, you got to have some kids that don't like you.
So can't nobody come check on you. You just got to wild out on your own old ass.
You can't because you can have 3 kids, dude. And if you a halfway decent dude, if 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 gonna fuck with you, and they're gonna be like, man, I just can't let you sit in here like this. Damn. Now, if you a shitty ass dad, let that nigga rot. Fuck him.
Damn.
He wasn't never around nowhere. I barely know him. But if you got some kids that fuck with you and care about you, man, they ain't gonna let it go down like that. Because it'll kill them. They can't live with themselves, just sit there, Because, man, it's a woman stayed next door to my mom. That woman was in that house dead so long that when they went and found it, wasn't shit left behind. I ain't know the woman was in that dead. Yeah, woman was in that dead so long. But nobody ever came to her house, ever. The whole time she was there. We moved over there in that neighborhood next door to that woman. She never came outside. Nobody ever went over there. You see a limousine come by and pick up every now and then. It was a limousine from the eye center. Because I guess she was getting the eyes bad or something. They would pick her up and then bring her back after she get her eyes checked. And shit, but they only come when she call them. So if they don't call them, that one was in there decomposed so bad, like, nigga, it was nothing left. And I had been at my mama's house. I'm like, the grass was getting high. Then you have some neighbors just come over there and cut it for her. Because she was, older lady. They just cut it for her. People do shit like that.
While they mowing their yard. Like that.
Yeah. While they mowing their yard, she ain't got no big yard. They just take their little ride over there and go and mow her shit down, keep the neighborhood looking nice. But her backyard got out of hand. Nobody ever said nothing about that backyard. And lo and behold, a wellness check came. So, and then when they found out that woman had been dead, shit, probably months.
Boy, nobody knew. I
didn't know. And I was like, Mama, we ain't smell shit, nothing.
So it's not like
right. I'm talking about directly next door to my mama. Woman in that dead so long, wasn't shit left for her.
Wow. That's how I want to go.
Well, okay, brother. Okay.
I just want to fade to black. I just want to get on out of here.
That nigga said just fade to black.
I just want to gradually move around, I just want to.
He want to transition on his own.
Yeah, I just want to transition on my own. I want my body to go back to like, how they show them time lapses of shit happening. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. My shit to just time lapse.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have somebody, your kids or something that'll respect your wishes, that's where you want to go, then so be it. But me knowing your children, I don't think they're going to let that out.
Yeah, they ain't going to do it. One of them might do it for me. One of them might
do it for me. But nigga, you gambling though.
Yeah.
They ain't, man. No, one of them might, but I'm gonna take the odds and say shit. They ain't that one. They don't let you do it.
If I talk to them though, I had these talks. They don't be want to hear that shit, but sometimes they listen. But I think they would though if I talk to them.
Nigga, let me tell you something. They respect their daddy. They love their daddy, and most of all, they respect their daddy. But when they really know something wrong with daddy crazy. And when you get to a point to where they know you crazy, they ain't gonna let it happen. You can be in there bitching and moaning and cussing and doing all that shit. And I'm telling you, they're gonna put your ass in that bed and wheel you right on down to the home or get a nurse to come sit with you. They ain't gonna let you just wither away. They ain't gonna let it happen.
I'm gonna have to run away at the end.
Yeah, that if you want, that's another option. You go ahead and get you a Greyhound and just let that motherfucker take you off somewhere and don't tell nobody. Cause they'll put a missing persons out for you. And you take that bitch to Albuquerque, New Mexico and just get the fuck off the bus and start walking. That's it.
Yeah. Go find me a little piece of shit apartment.
Yeah, but don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Now that's possible. But then these kids nowadays, they smart, man. They probably can track your ass like a motherfucker. You think you running, you get off that bus, they gonna have a car like Ike Turner did Tina when she thought she was on that bus. They stopped at the bus stop. He was sitting right there, goddammit. Shit. Her ass right there and put in the car. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. I'm everywhere, ho. I'm inevitable. I'm inevitable.
I'm inevitable, bitch.
I'm inevitable. You can't stop me. That woman got on a fucking bus and left town, didn't tell nobody. Got to the bus stop, that nigga sit there in the Cadillac with an umbrella waiting on him.
Yeah.
She just started crying when she got off that bus. It was so funny but sad at the same time. I said, nigga, that's when you know you cannot escape.
I think that's sad. I think that's when you got to go and pull your pistol out and you got to go.
That's the only way. This motherfucker was a monster, nigga. How the fuck can you leave in the middle of the goddamn night and don't tell nobody? This nigga found you.
I'm going to tell you something about women that get beat. Women that take, I'm not going to say take it, but women that are subjected to disgusting niggas that beat them. I'm a man. And I ain't had a fight since high school. And that fight was me and the other person trying to move away from each other. And, people, it was like a little group fight. But it wasn't no person just directly grabbing me without me being able to move and just yamming down on me. Like, I can't see how a woman can take that. A grown man, I'm talking about, in most movies that I see, because I've never seen a woman get beat in person. But most movies that I see, I'm sure are depicted pretty real, pretty accurately. The man is striking the woman in a fashion where she's not bobbing and weaving, trying to get away from these punches and these slaps. He is hauling off right in her shit. Who can take that?
Man, I think women that do that shit, man, are mentally challenged.
Wow.
Because, I mean, look here, man, a goddamn dog won't stay there if you beat him. You beat on the dog, he ain't gonna stay. Only way that dog will stay there is you got to keep him on the chain or keep him locked in the house. But eventually, he gonna come out that motherfucker. Because I tell you what, you get a dog and you haul off and go to whooping his goddamn ass. And I don't give a damn how much you call or how much food you put on the ground. He ain't coming back.
That's
but
bullshit.
You got women to get the dog.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
You telling me a dog that you just pure D beat the shit out of, and then I'm talking about you let him free reign, and then you go outside and put some food on the ground, he gonna walk back up to you?
I have seen people that I know that they used to whoop the shit out their dogs. I had a couple of homeboys that was very mean to their dogs, right? I wasn't the nicest guy to animals, but I never was like abusive. But I know some abusive homeboys. Anywho, them dogs just like women. Like they are skeptical about coming back. They had it humped over shoulder look. They walk back like you finna hit me again. But I'm gonna tell you, it's inevitable. They always come back.
I ain't never seen that, Troy. And I done seen people beat dogs too. Mm-mm.
Them dogs come back, and them women always come back.
I done seen niggas had dogs. You know, back in the day we could put the dog in the backyard on a chain. Mm-hmm. They beat that dog and beat that dog day in and day out. The one time that dog fucking around and got loose, he was gone. Never came back. Never came back.
Wow.
Never.
That wasn't my whistle. That wasn't my experience.
Shit, I done seen the motherfucker like, man, y'all seen my dog? Hell no. She gone, nigga. He coming back.
Gone, nigga.
Man, you fucking around to be driving way deep in the country, see that motherfucker trot down the road doing his own. I said, man, that's such and such dog right there. Shit, he going back down there.
That dog like nigga, don't tell him you seen me, nigga.
Don't you tell him you seen me. Don't you tell him you seen me. Because he live around there somewhere. That's where he at now.
Don't you tell me, tell nigga you seen me.
And them women be the same way. A real woman that'll run and fuck around and see a motherfucker that they know and know her and him, they'll tell you. Don't you tell him you seen me. Please don't tell him you seen me. Bet. You know, I ain't gonna say shit because I thought the shit was fucked up anyway. But I've known motherfuckers get the women to beat the shit out them women. I'm like, nigga, how can you beat a woman like that and then go to sleep around her?
Eating her food.
Like, what are you doing? You let her make you a drink, nigga? Do you know what you drinking? Man, and the killing part is, back in the day, and probably sometime now, I know back in the day, sometimes the women go to jail.
Oh, no, they didn't.
They didn't go to jail, especially if they could prove like he was beating the shit out that woman. And she was like, I had to, young. I had to. It was either him or me. Shit, not guilty.
Or either the lawyer come up with some shit where they didn't know that they was mixing their drink with this cyanide. They didn't even know what it was. They'll get off. And the judge will be in on it.
Well, now you do have some that really can't because you still got premeditated murder. Some people, some judges and juries be like, wait a minute. Because you fuck around and be on the jury with a couple women that have been in domestic violence and they left. They be like, why you just didn't leave? Why you just didn't leave? Like, why'd you stay? And then they always say, now, I don't know, and I don't want to offend anybody by saying, they be like, you just don't understand. It ain't that easy. But I'd be like, you went to the grocery store. What did you go back for?
Well,
you went to your mama house. What did you go back for?
Just like them dogs I told you I seen come back. I guess they feel like they can't eat nowhere else. Like, this is the place. Now, chances are a man that's beating a woman is supplying her with something. He's giving her something what she thinks she's getting. Some kind of safety, some kind of housing, some kind of something. And when women are getting beat like that, chances are they burnt their bridges everywhere else. That's why they feel like they can't go nowhere.
Yeah, and a whole lot of them, I hope we ain't speaking out of turn, and a whole lot of them can't be by themselves.
A lot of them can't be. Women don't like to eat by themselves. They hate going to the bathroom or anywhere by themselves.
Man, you know what? I've known a girl like that will not go out to eat by herself. I'm like, so you just ain't never went and sat at the bar, at a restaurant, had a drink and just ate by yourself. What I'm gonna do that for? Who does that? I'm like, nigga, do you know the most freest feeling in the world? I look for times to do that kind of shit. Motherfuckers be talking about, let's go out to eat. I go out to eat, won't even tell nobody I went. I don't feel like fucking with nobody.
And when I go out, I don't call it out to eat that night. I just call it going to get something to eat.
I'm going to get me something to eat. And I'll sit at the bar and watch. Nigga, it been sometime, nigga, on a motherfucking Monday night or Sunday night or some shit. Nigga, I go sit at the bar by my motherfucking self and drink and eat and shit. Right till I get to that point, be like, ooh, let me slow down. I'm about to get drunk in this bitch. Because I don't feel like making sure everybody else is okay. I just want to think of me.
Yeah.
Because when you going out to eat with people, you got to think about everybody.
Yep.
Especially if they're on your dime.
Yep. Back in the gap, it was a little nostalgia for me. Like, I have been to bars by myself, especially on game night, some boxing matches. I want to go by myself, but I don't want to be there necessarily with a person, but it's nice to have people out with you, but they're not out with you. They're just there.
They're just there. Yeah. Because I can sit up there and shoot the shit with motherfuckers in that bar. I don't know them. They don't know me. We might be rival teams at the time, I'm with the Cowboy day with who else? We talk a little shit, fuck around, man, shit, shot on me. All right, I get the next one. Shit like that. All right. But I ain't got to talk to you all night.
Yeah.
You take a broad with you, she, you got to be like, is everything okay? Yeah. Then you got to put up with the, I don't like this. I don't hear all that shit tonight.
I'm going to tell you what the deal is taking a woman out to eat. You got to make sure that everything's just okay between y'all two all night. Like, you just got to make sure you're not saying the wrong thing. You got to make sure shit is going right. Is she feeling okay? Good. That's why dating ain't my thing right there. I am not a dater. I move fast. And if you ain't ready to move fast, I'll probably move by. And I mean, I moved fast when I was single. I moved fast when it was time. It wasn't about me being no player. It wasn't no shit like that. It's just that I want to get past the bullshit. We know we both attracted to each other. We're going to be having sex here soon anyways. Let's get that part out the way. We don't hope. I mean, we're not. What are we doing? I mean, it's not all about the sex, but what I'm saying is we're not getting married. We're not embarking upon a long relationship. Nothing else is going to happen. We're fooling ourselves like this is not what the ultimate goal is.
I feel you, though.
But anyway,
listen at it.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I do enjoy that. Like, nigga, like going to the movies and shit. I love going to the movies by myself.
I'm not a movies guy.
I love going to the movies by myself. I go to the movie by myself because going with people, I only like going to the movies with people that, we got shit in common, I don't mind going to the movies, with a woman, I'm saying, that we both know we like this kind of shit, but I'm not taking nobody to a movie with me, you over there smacking the whole goddamn time and shit. Like, damn, this movie long. Get your shit out.
I like to go places with people, and I'm gonna say I'm not a movies guy to the point where I used to be back in days. I could do a good movie when I was younger, but since they've been getting shot up and shit, or since I've heard one or two movies that got shot up, because people say, "Oh man, that's just fear shit. You can't believe." It don't matter to me. It's just too many times. Even if it's been twice, that's too many times. So yeah, the movies ain't my thing right now. But yeah, when I did go to movies, I would like to go to the movies or anywhere with people that share the same etiquette as me. That's what I'm big about. I don't want to go to the movies with a person that don't know how to shut the fuck up in the movies.
Right.
We all know graduations are right around the corner. Birthdays happen daily, as well as memorials. We also have school events, sporting events, and so much more. Custom shirts provide impeccable quality and design you can only receive here. There's a 5-shirt minimum and a 1 to 2 week turnaround time on all orders. Visit Aspen Glare on Facebook and at Aspen Glare on Instagram. That's ASPENGLARE. Now, back to the wormhole with Tim and Troy.
And I don't like going to the movies with somebody that is oblivious to their surroundings. I don't like oblivious.
I was getting around to that. I don't like being anywhere with anybody who's oblivious to their surroundings. I know when there's a person behind me that needs to get around me, I'm not going to just continue to walk my casual pace. I'm always looking to see if somebody needs to get out or if a baby about to fall. Like, I'm always looking. I hate people that's just there.
Yeah, you just there. Like, we done been in here 30 minutes and you don't even know what a goddamn exit is. What's wrong with you? And like you said, when we walking, you just casually walking and shit. I can't stand nobody walking directly behind me. I will move to the side. If I'm walking too slow, you go ahead. Like, walking, when I feel like, it's just a feeling, everybody feel it, some people ignore it. When somebody close to you, you can feel like, this motherfucker sure won't close. I'll just say, man, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'll move to the side. Y'all all right? I'll speak, y'all all right? Yeah, y'all go ahead. Because, man, I'm just walking. Y'all go ahead. Shit, don't be on my heels where I can feel like I feel you.
I hate inconsiderate drivers. I just hate unaware and oblivious to life people that just drive in the left lane. Just drive over there.
Boy, come on. That boy.
And it's one thing when there's no traffic on the road, but when cars are piling up behind you because you fucking up the flow, are fucking up the flow of traffic.
You fucking up the flow.
You're fucking it up. Like, you are literally just and I know at some point some people be like, fuck them, I'm just gonna drive over here. Yeah. Some people don't know that they fucking up because they just don't know that they in this fucking world, I guess. And some people be like, oh, fuck it then, I'm gonna stay over here now. Them the kind of two people, and I hate both of them.
I hate both of them. And I'll be looking around. I'll be like, now, where is the motherfucking police? Because if I was out here with a goddamn cup in my hand and a blunt in my mouth, police be everywhere. This motherfucker done rolled in this left lane for miles. Everybody got to get around. Everybody trying to get around him. So I'm in the fast lane, and everybody over here in the right lane going the speed limit. Nigga, you in the get it lane. What are you doing? Get over.
The lane that clearly has signs on the side of the road that says pass, left lane for passing. That's what
Man,
the
let me
left
tell
lane
you
is for.
something. Let me tell you something. I ain't no road rage kind of guy, but I tell you what, and I don't like to be down because sometimes I be like, I just want to get close enough to them just to tap them on the ass. But nigga, I tell you, I get behind them and they going slow. When I tell you them brights get to flicking, move your ass.
You a light flicker?
I will flick them, dude.
No, Tim, you a
Shit,
light flicker?
nigga, I will flick the lights like you need to move, man. I will. Cause nigga, I done been in them situations where on goddamn 20, you know these goddamn trucks, they don't go very fast. So speed limit 70. You know what, they give you 75. Some cops be like, you doing, as long as you ain't doing 80, fuck it. 77, I'll let you go. Fuck it. Just don't do 80. We'll give you 77. Nigga, this motherfucker over here doing 70. You doing 70, y'all at a stalemate. Nigga, them lights, come in. I got the.
Oh boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I cannot stand pulling up and two people beside each other and nobody's going anywhere.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Whoa, I hate that.
That's why I say I'm gonna flick them lights, dog.
You
like,
are
come
a
on,
light
man.
Flicker.
Yeah. When I'm coming up on you and nigga, and I'm like, this truck going 70. He clearly going 70. You going 70. Like, nigga, you ain't got the wherewithal to be like, we need to let some of these people by. We gotta let some of these people by. That's just like being in line at Walmart, but you just sitting there talking to somebody, you ain't scanning your shit. Come on, man.
Oh gosh.
Scan your shit, man. I'm in the self-checkout for a reason. I got to go.
Oh my God, I can't stand it, Tim. We were at the DMV. I took my baby to get her license the other day, and we're at the DMV outside, and it's like a white guy. I'm giving you the scene because I just want you to know. It's a white guy with a beard. He got his cowboy boots. He a biker. Got one of them, not like a big old hog bike, but the kind like the guy from out of town on the movies. He pull in from out of town with the black helmet. Yeah. He got one of them kind of motorcycles.
Yeah.
Real nice guy, and it's me, my baby, another mild white lady, and a couple more black people. Then this one black lady pulls up. And you know how the shoe store that's not like the name brand shoe store, but it's like a shoe store that sells the shoes that look like Air Max, the colorful. Mm-hmm. She had on this colorful tie-dye hoodie with a big old 1980s flared out crinkle cut wig. It was loud color with the loud color fake shoes. And you know what? She had her phone on speakerphone laying on her shoulder. It's morning time. We all out the mile. Everybody's calm. Nobody's even talking. Everybody head nodded when they pulled up. And she talking some stupid, girl, I can't believe it. And oh my God. We looking at each other like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I know she saw us looking at her. She saw us looking at each other. She didn't give a fuck because she was talking about some dumb shit at 7:45 in the morning.
And nigga, ain't nobody shamed no more. Ain't nobody shamed no more. I see it too. You be in the store, these motherfuckers in the store, down the aisle, kids and everything walking. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, I told that nigga. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Want somebody to say something so they can go crazy on you.
So you can go crazy. I'm like, dude, I done been with my kids. And I see, and I hate to say it be us.
It's always
and
us.
A woman.
White people don't talk on the phone on speaker.
No.
They don't do it.
Mm-mm. And I have my kids, and when we walking, and you can hear the shit before you get, I'm like, come on, let's go the other way. I ain't even go through it.
Goodness gracious.
I ain't even go through it. Because my kids are young. And they I'm slowly telling them, because they when they hit her, it come out of her. Like, why she cussing in front of everybody? I'm like, hey, come on.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't gonna say nothing to you, and if she do, I don't want to do that. So
that's what people do, and we talk about. I'm not gonna get back on the whole Draymond punch because we talked about if somebody else got punched, they would be tripped out too. That same person that's cursing, if your kid said, "Daddy, why is she cursing?" she would trip out on you. Tell your kids to mind their own fucking business.
Mind their fucking business.
But if her kid was with her and said the same shit, it'd be the same feeling.
Yeah.
That's why it just don't make no sense to me, man. I don't like that whole concept. People go so crazy on people, but if you flip the script, you do the same exact thing. Exact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't get it either, man. Like, it's like you want to tell people to stay out your business, but you making them up.
You don't have any business. Public now.
It's public. Public knowledge.
Not only can I hear you, but I can clearly hear the other person on the phone.
Right.
The other person on the phone know that I can hear them, so they don't even care that I can hear them at this point.
No, they don't care because look, they ignorant just like the motherfucker they talking to. That's why y'all talk, because you ignorant. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Every nigga I know, if we in the store and somebody call, that motherfucker phone to their ear, and they 9 times out of 10, they really shop it. Let me hit you right back. And that's
Nigga, it's quick. I'm gonna go in this store. I'm gonna go in this store. I'm gonna hit you back.
I hit you back. Because nigga, I don't want you talking to me while you're in the store, honestly.
I don't want to hear you doing all that shit.
I don't want to hear you back.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you to hit me back.
Hit me back. Hey man, when you get through, man, just call me back, man, when you get in the car. I got something to tell you. All right.
And this call that she was on proceeded inside the place. Like, you know how the DMV is. You sit in there waiting, and she was still on the phone. Her tone went down 0. It was like the same tone from outside to inside. She did not think that she was inside of a place, and she didn't even care that there was other people in there of all ages, ethnicities, saying bitch and ass and motherfucker and girl. No, he didn't. And using the new young slang. She about 55, using slang and shit.
Mm-hmm.
A real nigga.
Real nigga, man.
But she was somebody's mama. She was somebody's something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know what though? Her kids act like that too.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
They act like that too. Because people don't realize your kids are a reflection of you. I have rarely seen some real good kids come from an ignorant motherfucker.
Yeah.
Rarely.
They may get nice over when they get older.
Older, but they be some ignorant motherfuckers. But then you get some of them, they act like they mama regardless. Yeah. Or they act like, and Lord have mercy, if it's an ignorant woman and an ignorant man, that child ain't got no hope.
Mm-hmm.
No hope. Because I mean, like my grandmother always told me, you ain't no better where you come from.
Yeah.
You really
don't know.
You don't know. That's all you've seen all your life. That's what you think you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to walk around here looking like that.
The people that you care about the most, you have to say things to them in a certain manner, and everybody else talk to everybody else in a certain manner. So you feel like that's how life is.
You think it's right. That ain't right. And then, they might try to pose, well, who's to say it's wrong? Maybe you was raised wrong. Look at it, man. It is a right and a wrong for everything. I know good and damn well I ain't supposed to be walking around on the phone divulging personal information where everybody can hear and then get pissed off because somebody's like, can you please not say that around here?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
And what you just said, what you just said about people say, well, everybody else might be raised wrong. And I don't mean this in no disrespectful manner because that's another black man. But we got enough Kyrie Irvings and we got enough fucking Aaron Rodgers on this earth. We got enough people like that think they smarter than the fucking average bear.
No, you're not. Because just when you think you know everything, it's somebody out there to be like, you are so wrong. Oh. And then that Kyrie Irving shit, he should have knew better than that. The way this climate is, the way things are in this world, nigga, he gonna sit there in the press conference. Don't you put shit on your page? Don't you do this? They were like, well, why are you promoting it? I'm not promoting nothing. Nigga, you really are. When you put it on your page, it's like you agree with the shit.
It's just like the women who get naked on the page and you get mad. Like, what are you doing? Like, why does your thoughts go from your brain down to your fingers on your phone? It's like people the next day when somebody asks them about what they typed up and edited and they put emojis. So it takes a while to type up a message. Messages just don't pop up. You have to type them and look at them and make sure they cool enough and you got the right kind of shit. So when somebody asks you about this shit the next day, you get offended. Like, what are you saying? That's my page. But nigga, you push send just like that woman walked up at the DMV talking on speakerphone. You made it my business.
You made it.
You wanted
and it's called social media. It ain't called private media. It's called social.
The whole face. Social media.
Social media. Not private.
I mean, and you mad at the reporters who are reporters asking you about your social media.
Social media. You put that out there for the world to see. You can't do that.
Nobody's posts just be regular. They be having like fire signs and you got to scroll through your stuff to find them little emojis. This shit takes time. You thought you was smart that night. And when you woke up, the reaction wasn't the same. The whole world didn't feel like you felt.
The world done burnt down just like that. Now, I do think it is fucked up that everybody can talk about black folk. Everybody. Mm-hmm. You talk about any other race or anything like that, oh, you in trouble, dog.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you gotta think. You did have one big NBA guy got caught by time. I don't know why you fucking with them niggas. They took the team from him. Okay, rightly so. But that should have been a wake up call for Kyrie. Like, nigga, you can't just say what the fuck you want.
But you know what?
Not on the stage you own.
You can dribble, you can hoop, you can do all that you want to do. You got money. You feel smarter than everybody else because this life shows and proves one thing. We only think you're smart when you have more than. That's it. That's what makes you smart.
But I'm gonna tell you something. He got with a comedian Old comedian passed away. He always used to say this. He got his nigga wake up call. You think you can just say nope?
Yeah.
They just checked you.
Yeah.
They just checked you. You really not who you thought you were.
Yeah.
You think, oh, I can say this and then give my reasons why I don't. I can do it. It don't mean. Now you finna miss some money behind it. Because the only way to make a motherfucker respect you, fuck with their pocket.
That concludes this episode of the Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.